Well, this time of year, many of us are getting outside to work in the lawn or into the garden, but yard work can take a toll on your body, as you probably already know. Well, in this Wednesday's wellness segment, Lori Fort Wendell shows us how a few ways that Pilates can help. Lori, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Seth.
Well, sure. Well, we were talking, of course, about ways that we can get our bodies in shape to do everyday exercises. And since we're going into spring, we're talking about working in the garden.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be pulling weeds the next few days.
All this rain is going to take a toll. We mentioned it takes a toll on our body. What kind of areas does it really kind of affect that maybe we're not used to working on in the winter?
Sure. Most people, I think, especially in the next few days, if you're going to be pulling a lot of weeds, I know personally my lower back hurts, and our scapula, the bones in our shoulders, I call them our angel wings. The small muscles right around there, especially if you're pulling weeds or doing shoveling, you're probably overusing some muscles that we didn't use in the winter. So that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so there's some ways that you can kind of tone up a little bit so that it doesn't hurt so bad when you actually go to pull those weeds.
Stretch, too.
And stretch. Okay, well, show us what you got. What are we going to start with?
We're going to start with something that's going to work on your pelvic floor. It's going to help to strengthen those abs, so it'll get your abs in shape, looking good for the summer, but it's also going to stretch the muscles in your lumbar region. Okay. So we're going to start seated on our bums with our feet in front of us and our knees bent.
All right.
You can use
you want me to use a mat?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see how this goes
I'm
here.
a good guest. I brought it for you. So what we want to do is have our knees looking straight up at the ceiling here. Right. And you want to feel that your feet are pretty firmly on that mat. And your toes are going to be key here, because this is how we'll know if Seth is cheating. If the toes...
Don't focus on my feet.
If the toes sneak up, it means that you've kicked into your hip flexors instead of your abs. Okay? So what we want to start out doing is just kind of tilting back in our low back. So I don't really want to see your shoulders go back so much as right back here in your low back is kind of rounding.
Okay.
So it's not slouching in your shoulders, it's like slouching in your lumbar.
And it does work that muscle. You can kind of feel it. Yeah. Okay.
So now we're going to do it with no hands and roll back a little further. Watch those toes.
All right.
How far can you go?
Not very far.
Yeah. And now come on back up.
See, that's the tough part, is coming back up.
Exactly. So the stronger you get, the further down you can go. And
my toes are creeping up. I know they're watching it.
I'm going to hit the back here. You can go all the way down.
That's pretty impressive.
And all the way back up without the toes leaving.
We have just a few seconds left. I know we're running quick, so let's try the other one really quick.
The other one, all fours for the upper back.
All right.
Oops, I lost my battery pack. I'm going to have you get on all fours, hands and feet on the mat. I'm sorry, knees and hands on the mat. And we're going to focus right up here in your scapula, your angel wings, all right? So when we inhale, drop your chest down and squeeze your shoulder blades together above your spine. And you want to lift your chin just a little bit, look maybe 3 feet in front of you. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades apart, and now you're an angry cat. Feel that stretch? Is that nice?
Yeah.
Good. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, stretch. So now you're both strengthening those muscles and stretching them. And that's it.
And that can help get you ready for coming over and weeding people's yards.
Yes, excellent. I'll be coming over to yours,
come on.
I can see.
We've got plenty over there, I'll tell you that. Well, thanks so much for coming in, and we really appreciate it.